Hello, hello, hello. Hello, guys. I'm trying to open. Hi, everybody. There we go. I wanted to open it under YouTube too so I could see who was actually in here. And I wanted to mute that. There we go. Okay, let's see. Who do we have? Good evening, Annette at Apple Tree Urban Homestead. Thank you so much. It's 11 o'clock at night for you? That's crazy. Danny Days Homestead, hey. Thank you so much for coming over. Jerusha, I just saw you guys having your little therapy session. I just caught the very end of it. Sorry I missed it. Chuck and Belinda, thank you. Old Ways Gardening and Prepping, thank you so much for coming. So yeah, I have been extremely absent this week. This week has been super, super crazy. We had a lot of plans, as I mentioned to you guys last week. We had everything planned out and very structured. And as you guys know, you can only plan so much and you can't expect things to go the way that they are supposed to go because that's just not realistic. Things never work out the way that you plan them. And that is very true for how this week has gone.
And that is very true.
Let me turn that down, but I want to be able to see. There we go. So my dad was supposed to close on his house on June 3rd, and that got pushed back to this Friday, tomorrow, the 10th. That is no longer happening. But the plan was that my dad and Mike were going to be going this weekend. After the closing, he was going to get the keys, and Mike was going to bring down a big load of our stuff. And that's what they were doing this weekend. So that's obviously not happening because we're not closing. And we're hoping to still be able to close by next Friday, but we still don't know. And then Mike was going to be bringing down our swing set this weekend too. So we were going to have to be bringing that down. We painted our trailer, or not painted, we treated it. It was already treated wood, but we put a sealer on it just to really protect it. Hey, Gather Together, thank you so much for coming. Lazy days ahead, thank you. So Mike did that, and then it rained, of course, before it dried, but it still looks like it worked enough. So then all of our plans got pushed back, which is okay. But I've still been planning on getting this house ready to sell. So on Monday, I worked really, really hard. I busted my butt, which is really hard when I always have him in here. And then I got the boys, and they're always wanting to just have fun and run around and be toddlers. So I was busting my butt all day. I pulled up, we have an area rug in our living room. I pulled that up and washed the floors, and my basement was just still overrun with all of my plant start stuff. I have this utility shelf that I use for my grow lights and to start my plants. That was still up, and I had a bunch of junk on it, and I had all of these seed starting trays and warming mats, and there was dirt all over because I have my verma hut down there too. It was just a total mess. Cleaned all that up, and Mike was heading home from work, and I had been busting my butt all day. And I got a call from him at like 4:00. And he usually gets home about 4:10. And he, we work in the city. And I get a call from him about 4:00. And he's like, I was just involved in an accident. And I was like, oh my God, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine, but it was a hit and run. And he was on 290, which is one of the biggest thoroughfares from Chicago to the burbs, to the western burbs. And it's rush hour. And so he was in the far left lane and adjusting to traffic, and somebody behind him was going way too fast and did not see that he was adjusting to traffic. And so they went to avoid him and swerved very fast to the right, but then swerved too much and overcompensated and then cut back. So he basically kind of T-boned Mike. And our car's totaled. And we are a 2-family car. We're, two car family. And now we have, the 3 boys and the dog and all sort of kind of stuff. So our van is like that is our workhorse. That's the only thing that we can all fit in. My car is a 2010 Santa Fe that we use for our daily commuter because it's older and it already has, miles on it, but we can't fit 3 car seats in it. We can fit 2, but it's not wide enough to get, those bases are so wide. We can't get all 3 boys in it. So that's just been our workhorse to drive back and forth to work. And so we had to deal with that on Monday. And what I'm going to try to do, because I think it's kind of interesting. So I'm going to try to get this. Oh no, I don't want to go through here. I'm going to try to get this on my phone. This is not what I wanted to do. I'm going to try to get the StreamYard on my phone. Here we go. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys, if this gives you like a terrible enter studio. This might, I don't know if the microphone's gonna go crazy on me. Tips for mobile. Sure. Wow. Okay. Yes. Bear with me here, guys. Ooh, there it is. I'm going to remove that one. All right. I should also mute that one. All right. Now, I don't know if I can turn this. I'm going to try to take you guys outside. What if I go to more? Can I turn my camera? Maybe not. Camera. You can still probably hear an echo, sorry. Nope, that doesn't do it. Maybe I'll just turn my camera itself and then I won't be able to see you guys. I feel like there's got to be a way. Broadcast info settings. Photos, camera. Can I turn the camera? Front camera, back camera. Ah, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I can see. I'm back. I'm back, Jesse. Had to just figure some stuff out. Hey, you want to come out?
Mom,
What?
I hate to tell you this, but we were digging up some big worms and some little worms with the shovel, and they were super big and
You don't even touch worms.
well,
You're a fibber. You don't even like to touch worms.
Well, I used some wood chips.
Why don't you bring your brother out here, okay?
Well, I'm just asking you so we can get some drinks. I use sticks to pick the worms up and drop them in the barrel.
Well, what does that have to do with a drink? You want a drink? Your drink is on the table. You can go in and get it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, you guys, look at this junk. Totally nailed our passenger door. And it's been raining too. So this is all open. Hit there. This door is totally destroyed. All the side curtain airbags, I don't know if you can see this. All the airbags went off. And then this wheel got totally, this wheel took the brunt of the force because it came, obviously this way. So it limped into the driveway. I don't even think it's locked. No, it's not locked. But yeah. So all of our side curtain, or the seats all need to be replaced. This is our side curtain airbag that came down. And then all these wires. One of those wires is our camera. We have cameras on all of our cars, forward facing and rear facing. So we got the accident on film. But you see like this. This is our aftermarket. This and this, I think, is our aftermarket remote start that we had put in. And they fished it in front of this airbag. So when it blew, like all this was hanging in Mike's face. Like luckily this didn't, the front airbag didn't go off, because then Mike would have gotten all of these in his face. But here, let's take a peek in here. Woo. This is actually the first time I'm seeing this, you guys. I haven't come in here yet. It's hurt me too much to come in here. But yeah, could have been so much worse. Mike is totally fine. Insurance has not yet totaled it. We were supposed to get a adjuster out here within 24 to 48 hours. Still haven't heard from them, so that's cool. Hey, you left the door open. What are you doing?
I'm getting the bucket so you can see the worms.
Oh, you want to show our friends the worms? I don't see any worms.
That's because they're hiding in the dirt.
Can you find one for us? Mister, I'm afraid to touch a worm.
Well, I'll go get a shovel, then I can dig some up.
Okay. Don't you bring these worms into my house. We have enough worms in this house. All right. I'm going to end it. Maybe, hold on. I should not end it just yet. Here.